Well, hello there, it's Beards and Bangers, and today you find me on a Friday morning at Waterloo Station in South London, about to get on a train to a place near Salisbury in Wiltshire, and we're going to collect a car, so I will catch up with you when I'm with the car in a sec. Obviously in about 2 hours for me, really.
Welcome to Beards and Bangers.
So I arrived in Wiltshire, 10 minutes delay. The journey was actually really smooth. I was 10 minutes late because the train was held 10 minutes from the village I was going into because a train was coming the other way and it's only a single track. But yeah, despite the flooding everywhere, the journey down here on the train went really well. I do love, and I've not filmed the train bit because I've done that before, but I do love going on the train to collect a car. There's something very exciting about it. But yeah, I am now in Doris. So this car is an MG ZT 160, and that's the 1.8 K series version, so the 4-cylinder version. Of course, they did make ZT 160s with the detuned KV6 engine, but Doris here is a 1.8 turbo. Now, why have I called this car Doris? Another ex-Power Grey car for me. So I think it's probably the 5th I've had. Just concentrate for a sec around this slow-moving Fiat Punto. So Matt, who I bought the car off, and Matt's a subscriber, so big shout out to Matt. And Matt's wife named this car Doris to go with her own JDM car, which is called Betty. So I'm going to stick with the name Doris because my grandmother, my late grandmother on my father's side, was called Doris. So Doris, welcome to Beards and Bangers, welcome to the fleet. So here I am, I'm on the A303 again in Wiltshire, just driving up towards Andover, and I can give you some first impressions about the car. Now normally when I buy a car or look at a car, I would look at the outside first, look in the engine bay, look in the boot first, but I'm not doing that because I've got the MOT booked for this car at 4 o'clock, and I'm you know, it's about a 95-mile drive, so I've got to get my skates on. So I'm going to do the video bit back up at AJF when I get up there, hopefully about 22, quarter to 4. But my first impressions of Doris are that she is a very naughty girl. This car has definitely had some little modifications because the turbo sounds absolutely amazing, and I'm gonna try and accelerate a bit. I don't know if you can pick the turbo, I don't know whether the camera can pick the turbo up, but I can certainly hear it, and it just sounds lovely. So I'm not going to do a test drive review of this car because I've done a review on a 1.8 turbo before. That one was pretty stock. This one is not. So I know there's been bits done to it. I'm not going to say too much, so I'll save that for another episode, because this will be a series now on Beards and Bangers, because just, you know, driving along, obviously we knew that the headlining he's doing, the door cards will get done as well, even though they're a nice Alcantara, so to get some sort of dark grey or charcoal grey Alcantara fabric. The car's been stood for a little bit, so it was a bit, and this is by no means a slight on Matt at all, because it's, you know, when you leave an older car locked up and you're not driving it, and there's other reasons why Matt's not been able to drive the car, they do get a bit condensation-y inside. So but it's cleared. I've got the one great thing I've noticed with the car straight away is the climate control works really well. Those of you who drive ZTs and 75s will know, particularly on the KV6, the climate control can be a bit temperamental, but really nice hot air. The cars come up to temperature at a normal rate. It's not like climbed to halfway in the blink of an eye, which is always a worry with a K series. It's just crept up nicely. The matrix is obviously nice and clear because it's got some nice warm air blowing out. I was able to clean all the to clear the condensation on the inside of the car pretty easily. So that's a real positive. It's got an Extron's head unit, which I haven't fathomed out yet, but I've not bothered to work that out because I've got my AirPods if someone does ring me, and I'm talking to you, so we don't want to be listening to music. But I might do that in a bit. So yeah, but the car drives really well. It's the wheels straight, no nasty clonks, no nasty niggles. The clutch is beautiful. The gearbox is it's slipping into gear really easily. So that's always a good sign. Sometimes I need to check. I'm pretty sure these have a Jatco. Sorry, not a Jatco. That's the automatic. A Getrag gearbox, not a PG1. I'm pretty certain of that, but I won't put a message on the screen correcting myself. I'll correct myself in a later video if I'm wrong. But yeah, 95% certain this is a Jatco gearbox, and they sometimes can be a bit notchy, especially on the ZTs. But on this, it's like slicing through butter or eating butter. Yeah, it's changing gear really nicely. Leather seats, comfortable, in great condition. I do love the cosseted feel of these bucket seats that you get in the ZTs and all the Zs, to be honest. And it's really nice. Yeah, we get a few bits and bobs done to the car. It's gonna be a really nice thing. And having driven it for what, half an hour, it's one where I'm thinking, oh my god, do I sell this on or do I keep it? Because it does drive bloody beautifully. But so does Husley now, and I'll update you on Husley in another video another day. But yeah, really good, nice and quiet. It's the exhaust got a Powerflow exhaust. Powerflows can be quite throaty sounding, but this is not. It's not obtrusive in the cabin whatsoever. Obviously, when I do a bit of a driving video on this at my leisure, I will get some exterior shots so you can hear what it sounds like from outside. Yeah, it pulls away really nicely. I think a light on the instrument pack just flashed at me. Was it the bulb warning when I indicated? Maybe I've got an indicator bulb out, but it's fiddly. Sometimes what I found with Husley especially is the way the cable's laid out in the boot. You think you've got a bulb out and you actually haven't. It's just the connections are loose. Particularly if you're moving stuff around, which I sometimes do. But yeah, it's lovely. The car's nice and warm. The one thing I will do fairly soon is pull over. The car had about 1/8 of a tank of fuel in, so I've just put 2 gallons or 10 litres in new money in a local garage, but they didn't have any E5, and I do like to put E5 in these cars, so I've just put 2 gallons of E10 in. And as soon as I see a Shell, Esso or BP, who I know will have a decent quality E5, I'll be stopping over and I'll fill the tank with good fuel. Because I'm hoping the bits needed to get it through the MOT, which is principally the airbag light, is going to be a fairly easy fix. So it could be the seatbelt retention, it could be the connection under this seat. If not, we'll have to go chasing it around like Austin had to do with Husley in the spring last year. But I wasn't expecting to buy this car. Matt contacted me about the airbag light problem. We diagnosed it with P-Scan. I asked him what he wanted to do with it. He said he'll sell it, and we negotiated the price. And here I am in another ZT. They are my favourites. I did say to myself, the next car I buy is going to be Ford or a BMW. That's not happened, so hopefully the next car that I buy will be a Ford or a BMW, because I haven't had a BMW for 12 months and I haven't had a Ford for several years now, since my last Ford. I do miss them, but don't worry, my MG Rover viewers, I am still loyal, given that I've got, what have I got now, 4 ZTs and 175. I think you know where my loyalties lie. plus the Streetwise, plus the BRM. So I'm going to get up country, and I will talk to you again a little bit more in a sec when we get to Buckinghamshire. Right, got back to Buckinghamshire, but the clouds have come over, so I'm going to do a very quick walk round. I promise I'll do a very quick I promise I'll do another video another day to give you more detail on the car, but here it is, X-Power Grey. We'll have a quick look under the bonnet because I'll show you the difference with this one. So of course we've got our lovely versatile K-Series, and they're so versatile because you can either stick a VVC mech on them, as MG Rover did, or you can have a snail on the exhaust. So this one is turbocharged. It sounds absolutely glorious. There's some additional bits and bobs around here which we'll have a look at another day. Let's pop that down properly. Get some lubricant in there, I think. Yeah, wind deflector is really handy. We've got the Mark 1 boot on it, which I may change back, not sure yet. Here's your power flow exhaust, not obtrusive at all. But there we have it. There is the latest Beards and Bangers project, Doris, the MG ZT 160 1.8 turbo, sporting refurbished black 11s, which look very good. Headlights are really good. It's got I don't know if they're Xenons, but it's certainly got projectors, which are really nice. Yeah, rather nice number plate. SMC Rover Slough, so that's a famous name in Rover circles. So I will be bringing you a series on getting this car put right. First job is to get it MOT'd. A, to see if there's anything wrong with it. B, I'll spin you around. There we are. Go this way, because the sun is setting and these GoPros don't like low light. So thank you for watching. If you want to see what's going to happen with this car, then please do hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment as well. And I'll see you again very soon on the next episode of Beards and Bangers, when we'll hopefully have a bit more daylight and a bit more time. Goodbye.